Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Colours vivid, and the shots!
This is the time you need that pace.
Morris ended up in no man's land. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential, Peter, it's hard to look past Pedri, who is probably going to have a very busy game here. I think he's got everything that you need to play in a midfield role, and he's so cute and clever with any aspect of the game in that department, which is usually the busiest part of any field. He will always find a way of standing out because of his beautiful passing.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. It's a big header! There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So, a breakthrough already. Chance for a shot! Pullet looks to get on the end of this. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ernest. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Now it's Luis Suarez. Ernest. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Pullet. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Under an awful lot of pressure. Maldini is the guilty party there. Cruyff. Cruyff was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That looks a good ball through. It could be in, and Zeno! And it's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. That was a given, it always was.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Vieira engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Suarez. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And he's going to have his name taken. And it's Vieira. Out towards the flank. Pedri. Passing nice and neat. Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
Rummenigge really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
That's tidy. Seedorf. That is a brilliant interception. Can he get it through? Finds himself unceremoniously floored. And we have our very first corner. Lahm with the short one. Lahm delivers. And that has been cleared. No way through. And that has left him in a heap. Knocks it into space. Can he finish? Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Yeah, I had a feeling we were going to see something like this, Peter. They're always looking to lure and lunge at you and hit you on the break. It was very nicely done.
Botafogo find a position of real strength now. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Messi.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Mbappe. Now Hernes. Roberto Carlos. Nice control. Delivers with whip.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Messi. And it's Roberto Carlos. Good ball, good take. Aims beyond the defence. And the first half is done. Oh, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might go even wider in this second half.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Botafogo are relentlessly steamrollering their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply.
Substituição em andamento.
And the action is back underway. Pedri. Now it's Bale. And he's got the beating. He's having a shot! Hernes. And it's Seedorf. And the counter is on. Lahm. Mbappe tries a shot! Oh, the ball's right. Oh no, this does. And another try! He scores! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
And yes, it's him again. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Messi. Now it's Luis Suarez. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pedri. And this is Luis Suarez.
Suarez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Bale. Oh, that's fabulous. Bale showing good feet. And this is Messi. And it's Vieira. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Seedorf on a hat-trick. What do you think that'll mean to him, Jim?
Well, I think it'll mean a huge amount to him. The way he's been playing, I fully expect him to turn his 2 goals into 3. His appetite has been brilliant, and he totally merits a 3rd.
He looks a really hungry player right now. And they win it back again. Well, that looks a decent ball. Mbappe! Oh, off the bar! a look and plays it forward. Oh, shooting chance! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 24.
And that's it.
Camisa 18.
That's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglan alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 10, camisa 20, camisa 21, camisa 17, camisa 15. Senhoras e senhores, não deixem de visitar nossa loja oficial, com souvenirs da partida de hoje já à venda.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglan.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And as you can see, we've already started here. Oh, he's been caught on it here! And Hullet! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. He's shifting, and the finish! Cannavaro gets it clear. He's in a great position here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now this could be a chance. Threads one in. And it's takes a shot! Well, 2014-15 certainly provided some terrific highlights for Lionel Messi's career showreel. Many claimed it was his best season ever. He did, of course, win the treble, and Jim, it doesn't get a whole lot better than that.
Well, Sino! Goal! Botafogo! And Botafogo are in front.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through.
And Messi! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And here's Suarez. Shot a goal! And yes, it's there! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting. Chance! Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Nicely weighted ball. Ernest. And the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Botafogo with the corner, there first. Rummenigge can get it clear. That's a good ball. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Suarez powering forward here. And the counter is on. Now it's Messi. Good ball, good take. Luis Suarez! Goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Pumas go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, their manager seems to have them always...
Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. Well, the keepers these days have done their homework. Not much more than a formality.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally...
Shoots! Loose ball now, and the keeper couldn't hold it. They've scored! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Now it's Luis Suarez, looking to play him in. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Here's a big chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And pull it! It's bounced back off the post. Vieira.
Botafogo.
Can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. Now it's Luis Suarez. Seedorf. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Messi looking understandably energised after his goal. Luis Suarez. He's having a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such...
Cruyff! Oh, it's hit the post!
That's...
And the whistle goes for half-time.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 5.
That gets things going for the second half.
Camisa 24.
Botafogo changed their lineup for the second half. A reaction, no doubt, to the half-time score.
Camisa 10. Camisa 9.
Now it's Rafael Leao.
Camisa 11. Camisa 8.
Yeah. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
What a throw in.
Substituição em andamento.
And it's Luis Suarez. Rafael Leao. Chance for a shot!
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Floated through. Pedri. Can he finish? He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Ah, that's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Oh, what a mistake! And the shot! Sensational from Suarez! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. And here's Hullet. Real chance here. And a shot! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Pumas finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Roberto Carlos could move up a gear here. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And here's Suarez. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Hullet. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Mbappe. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Botafogo have themselves a chance from the spot. So this to extend their lead. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage.
Decent chance! And yes, it's there! And they are dragging it back! Game on again!
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Pumas get themselves back into contention.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally open.
He's had a shot! Oh, taken with style! 2 up now, and they are cruising. So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I just think, though, that was selfish and a little uncalled for him. He must have been aware that he had options to his left.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Roberto Carlos. And that's put paid to a promising move. Pinches it off him. Seedorf. Roberto Carlos. Now Mbappe. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, he's just misjudged that one. Up towards the front line. Lan making good progress on the right-hand side. He's picked his way through. Shot could be on. Goes for a shot! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Botafogo presented with a golden opportunity here. Buffon will have to save it here, or there's real trouble. Calm as you not much more than a formality.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. And he's managed to get free. And pull it! Turan. Vieira. Lam. And the counter is on. Botafogo have rung the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. Roberto Carlos tries to pass it through.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. He's having a shot! It's bounced back off the post. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And here's Cruyff. Seedorf does really well there, strong defending. Hernes on 2 now and looking for 3. And the finish! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they're at it again in double quick time! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Not the most accurate pass. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And they've got rid. Lam does really well to win the ball there. And it's Roberto Carlos. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, I think it's pretty much ideal so far, Peter. They won't be happy about conceding, but other than that, it's been really plain sailing.
Botafogo, utterly dominant in the first 45 minutes, scoring at will.
Substituição em andamento.
So off we go once more. Botafogo come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Messi stood his ground strongly. Hernes. Lam running with the ball. Cannavaro proves too strong. Pumas are looking to break at pace. Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Looking for the run. Pull it. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Seedorf. Now Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Can he get it through? He's got away. He's under a lot of pressure there. It's a good... There's the header! It's a goal! And there's your hat electric hero. He is simply indefatigable.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And that means just one thing, and that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's good running with the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Mbappe, great vision. And this is Hullet. And this is Roberto Carlos. Terrific hit. Oh, crossbar!
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he's being shifted off it. Now then, this man really is a legend, perhaps the legend, a revolution. Chance! Cruyff. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Lam goes forward. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Can he finish? Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Cannavaro. Rijkaard. And that is a little undercooked. Could move up a gear here. Tries to play it through. Pedri.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Messi, a player who needs no introduction. And it's Messi. Tries a measured ball. And the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Suarez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Mbappe. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Seedorf, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Messi.
This is the time you need that pace.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Pedri really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Pedri. Vieira. No way through. Looking for options for movement. Tries the cross. It's a goal kick. Driven forward. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Vieira. Mbappe. Now Seedorf. Mbappe. Now Hoeneß. Showing good feet. Real chance! Nil-nil, but nevertheless a very decent game. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hoeneß. Now it's Hullet. And he's running through... And Hullet! They've scored!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
You just know there is no stopping that.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.